Sheesh. I'm sorry, guys. It's Friday the 13th. That could be it. I'm no superstition, but sheesh. I know. The other one started off working right, like I built it like normal. Seemed to do okay. And it started acting funky. I could hear myself. It was like echoing everything I was saying. I don't know if you guys could hear that or not. But I was like, I cannot do that. That is not. That echo stuff gets on my nerves to no end. Man, sorry I started late, guys. These dogs, well, Reba, kept me up. That little booger, she's like a baby. She is a baby. She wakes up seems like every hour and a half-ish. Yeah, you can imagine. But I just laid back. I usually get up at like 5:45 or 4:45 Central, 5:45 Eastern. That's usually when I get up, and that little booger had good morning, Miss Teresa. Sorry about the last one. It was echoing and stuff. That was getting on my nerves. I don't know why. It's never done that with me before, but anyway, I was up with Reba and did not lay back down until it was like 5:25 Eastern. And man, I did not want to get up. I should have just stayed up. Is what I should have done. Have you ever done that? Or it pisses you off. You get up like within, I don't know, 30 or 40 minutes of when you're supposed to get up, and you're just like, I'm just staying up. That's what I should have did. Should have done, whatever they call that. But anyway, enough whining about me. Good morning. And we just lost everyone that was on and started late. So this may be one people catches just to, or a little bit later on, which is okay. But good morning, everyone. Hope your coffee's good. I got the Folgers kicking, and it's good to go so far. I've only had about 4 sips, but Demo Man Don, good morning. I saw you in the last one. I'm sorry. I was having some technical craziness. Makes it worse to go back to sleep. Yeah, it does. And I know that. That's a bad thing. I knew that wasn't a good idea. But I was telling myself, I'm like, it's okay. I can fight it. I'm going to get up 20 minutes later or whatever it is. I'll be just fine. No, never. It's never just fine. Oh, man. Yeah, I was talking about Reba. She had me up. She gets up like every hour and a half, it seems like now. But it was like 20 minutes before my alarm goes off when I lay back down. Yeah. I agree, Miss Teresa. It's tough to stay up when you know you could be laying there. And see, that's what I should have just started reading. I usually get up and I'll start drinking coffee and reading a book. That's what I should have did. But we know for next time. Guys, I hope everyone has a good day. And it could be Friday the 13th. It's Friday the 13th, guys and gals. So, but the Christmas holiday is strong with us. So, I don't know. But Halloween's pretty fun too, though. It's a good blend. It should be a good day. We're going to say it's a good day. I know some people say that Friday the 13th is like bad luck and all that stuff. Guys, my great-grandmother, which was one of my favorite people that ever walked the earth, she was born on Friday the 13th. And she always talked about that, and she talked about it being a good day. And man, she was literally the greatest human beings I ever knew. I was lucky to get to know a great-grandparent. That was pretty cool. I know that's rare nowadays, especially with pharmaceuticals and our foods, I don't see myself living that long. Teresa said her Friday the 13th usually go well. Oh, man. Did the kids get on the bus okay today? I'll be taking my kiddos here in a little bit. My oldest got the Invisalign braces. I guess some of y'all may be familiar with that. And she was complaining about her teeth hurting. And I'm like, welcome to braces. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Teresa. She said one of hers has a fever. You know, another one had a fever on Tuesday. That's how it goes. When one of us or one of the kids gets sick, it's a matter of time. That's a good feeling when you get your braces off. Or it was for me when I was young. I took the Minuteman rifle shooting yesterday, and that did really good. She hates her retainer. It's like the Invisalign. Oh, okay. I know they asked my daughter if she wanted traditional braces or Invisalign, and she was thinking it would be like completely invisible. I'm like, no, you can still see it. But yeah, it's pretty funny. She's like, it's supposed to be invisible. I'm like, no, it's more invisible, but it's not invisible. Guys, I weighed in this morning. I was kind of surprised. I usually weigh on Fridays just to try to make sure I'm not gaining weight, or if I do, it ain't much. I've been like 193 for a little while. I was 191.6, so I guess I'm headed in the right direction. I've not even been PTing that much this week. I think I've said it before to you guys. The days I don't PT, I eat less and not frequently. So that means I deal with hunger a little bit, which is okay. I think everyone should deal with hunger to a certain extent. And thank you, Miss Teresa. I think everyone should deal with hunger to a certain extent, not for like weight loss necessarily, but like mental stability. Because a lot of people, and I'm guilty of this too, I used to get like for real hangry. You know what I'm saying? Like you get pissed off when you get hungry, you get short-tempered with people. And I didn't know it until, who was it I was listening to? It was one of my preacher buddies, but they were talking about how that's a sin, being hangry, and letting stuff like that control you. And anyway, that just kind of got me thinking too about like lessons from the military. I think that was one of the reasons they intentionally would not feed you as much, was to help build that mental, I guess, strength to when you're having to deal with fatigue, hunger, sleepiness, all that. And the sleepiness didn't work today, did it? But the hunger thing, it has benefited me a lot, I feel, in doing that sometimes. And Wednesdays, I usually will try, well, not necessarily Wednesdays. It has been Wednesdays, but usually one day out of the week, I will try to fast all day, or do a 24-hour fast where it's nothing but water or black coffee. And that has benefited as well. So I am no fitness expert. Please keep that in mind. I think I just missed a comment. Caffeine and nicotine are my vices. I can deal with being hungry. There you go. Yeah, that's well, not nicotine, but caffeine for my wife. I like coffee. I don't mind soft drinks, but I really don't drink them much. And that too helps. That helps a lot too. But anywho, I'll get off that. I'm not no expert. I just think that's just something I do, and it's worked for me. The rifle did good yesterday, so it's zeroed in, ready to roll. Miss Teresa said there are lots of benefits to fasting. I've heard that too. But the rifle video will be coming out today. It's zeroed in. It's a budget Minutemen gun, guys. It's budget, okay? Everything on it is under $800. That entire gun's under $800. While some people's like, oh my gosh, that's expensive. Guys, look at everything on it. It's got a red dot, a magnifier, a light laser combo, which the laser, I don't care about green visible lasers. What I got that one for, and my buddy Freedom by Me, if you don't follow him, you should go check him out. Good dude. Former infantryman as well. But the laser, it has an IR laser. And where's that? It's in my bag. It's in my pack. Anyway, we got night vision. We got some of the digital night vision. And I actually bought it from Freedom by Me. It's the unit he reviewed. It's the Fox, Night Fox Prowl, I think is what it's called. It's basically a mega budget version of like a PVS 14. It's digital though. It's not your actual like white phosphorus. It's a digital night vision, and it works pretty good. So once the range gets built, I'll actually be doing some night footage shooting with it, seeing how it works. Good morning, Randall, Grunt Proof. Again, I think I've told you guys you should definitely be following him. He's probably one of the leaders in all this Minutemen stuff. So he's way ahead of the curve. He's ahead of his time on the Minutemen stuff, especially on the tubes. Good dude. But yeah, I'm trying to give people a good a budget option, right? And man, so many people come at me like they'll make the cheap rifle comments, and I'm just like, is that like, when you see a dude doing shit, is that the first thing you think of? It just blows my mind. That's the first thing people think of, is like the price of your rifle, not the training you've had. I mean, you could put that in the hands of any seasoned dude, and it's not gonna be better or worse than say a Daniel Defense or something. I just don't get it. It's so funny. It's cute. They grown men have that argument. That's cute. It's almost like the 9mm and 45 argument. I've always laughed about that one. Yes, Miss Teresa, it's the training. It's the individual's capabilities that count. Like if two dudes are about to get in a knife fight, one's got the Walmart knife I reviewed and one's got a Benchmade. But the Walmart knife dude's been trained his whole life in knife fighting, and the other dude's never even made a made a tent stake with a knife. I mean, I guess some people on the internet think the Benchmade guy's gonna win because he has a Benchmade. Woohoo! Good job. Okay, let's talk about real stuff. The drone shit in Jersey and all. Holy cow, guys! That's getting crazy. What little bit I'm following that. Holy cow! Like, what the hell? I mean, we had the balloon thing floating over, what, a year ago or something? Was that a year ago? The thing just floated over half the country, and then they shot it down after it got out into the Atlantic. After it went over everything it needed to, and they shot it down. It's like, and then come to find out, oh yeah, it was Chinese, but it was non-threatening. They were just checking out our nuclear facilities and all of our military bases. No big deal, guys. No big deal. Just wanted to know the lay of the land in case, they want to take a vacation. And then, and now we got, it's not funny, but it kind of is, like the feedback we get on the, it's almost like all the chicken and food processing plants that's went up in flames and shit over the past 3 years. And all the cattle farms, it's just had thousands of cattle overnight die. It's like, it's normal. It's normal. Guys, go to work, get your Starbucks, enjoy your Burger King. Don't worry about it. Everything's fine. By the way, milk's $7 a gallon. And you're a piece of shit if you can't afford it all. Yeah, Miss Teresa said, kind of think the drones are ours. There'll be a reason to start. And that's a possibility too. I was saying in, what is it, Minutemen Mountain? That dude's live yesterday. He was talking about him. He was listening to the radio. That's probably way more entertaining than listening to me, by the way. But I was saying when the government is reporting that they don't know what it is or whatever, I can damn near assure you they know exactly what it is and what they're doing. And I was betting it's either Iran or China. If it is them, it's being very closely and strongly coordinated with our government. Like, it's 100% intentional and being allowed. It's because our current administration has a knack for doing shit right now and using other people. I mean, look at where the world's at right now. The Middle East, the proxy war with Russia. Let's call it what it is. And I mean, they're manipulating other groups to do their bidding. That way, the blame can't come back on them. Even though, man, even though I don't think anyone is that stupid anymore. But I guess there are some that is. In the meantime, guys, do not stop training, educating yourself, bettering yourself, get in shape, train, read, love your kids, set a good example for future men and women, create the good future men and women, your children, and don't stop doing the things because Trump has been elected. Trump has nothing. I'm glad he got elected, but that dude has nothing but an uphill battle. First Mountain Warfare course I host May 2025. Yes, people need to be going to Grunt Proof's training. He's doing some pretty serious, hardcore infantry tactics training, I guess you would say. It's not just military stuff, guys. I don't give a piss if you were in the military or not. You don't have to be in the military. I actually talk about this in the review on that's coming out this evening, but you, as a grown man, as a leader of a family, you should want to have like max violent capability to protect your family. Like, that is your job as a man. That is your job. I can't stress that enough. That is your biblical duty. If you're a Christian, your biblical duty. But that has just always been the role of a man, is to protect his family. And I can promise you, I don't give a shit like what kind of, man, it's so, this may hurt some feelings. Some of these women that go after these dudes that are in touch with their feelings, I can promise you, when raiders kick in the door looking to do unspeakable things to her, she ain't gonna give a two shits. She'll be wanting that toxic masculinity immediately. And yeah, that's kind of when that's kind of when women figure that out, unfortunately. But good morning, Confederatum. Sorry if I know I butchered that. I'm from Alabama. You got to forgive me. Magus Tattoo, good morning. Good morning. Good to see you guys. I hope y'all are doing well. Hope the coffee is good. Confederum. Is that right? That was right, wasn't it? Had to think about it for a minute. But yeah, guys, be that leader. Be that leader. Set a good example. And two, especially if you got sons, like don't be a bitch. If you got sons, they need to grow up to be men. It's sad how many young boys are that's right. So he's toxic masculinity. He tries to be full of it. Black Rifle. I've had that before. That's good coffee, man. What I need is a coffee sponsor if we're gonna do this, which I plan on doing this for as long as I guess God will let me. As long as you guys show up to hang out with me and drink some coffee, we're gonna do it. But yeah, guys, that's one thing you gotta think about when you got kids is that's the future generation. That that is kind of your legacy, but I just worry about like the type of people they'll surround themselves with is too. I'm a slow reader, so let me read. This is Grunt Proof. I kicked around the idea of hosting a free men's retreat in the mountains. Problem is, dudes who need it the most wouldn't show up. That's true, man. That is absolutely true. Unfortunately, wife says I'm full of other things as well. That was Confederum. Grunt Proof, I'm with you, man. I can't tell you, man. It's kind of like church, I would compare it to church. A lot of dudes that like need God, need that guidance. Most of them won't show up. But that's totally true. I can't tell you how many training classes I've hosted, and people didn't show up. They were supposed to. Even there's been some pay before it didn't. I'm just like, okay, that's on you, not me. Because if you don't, if someone signs up for a class, if you've paid and you can't make it, reach out to me. Don't just not show up. I'm not paying you back. If you reach out to me, I'll give you your money back, or we'll reschedule it, whatever we need to do. But I'm not going to have any mercy if you did not bother to reach out to me. I have a flipping phone number on the website. I have like 2 emails. No excuse. Speaking of training, guys, I got some kind of goofy news, if you will, about my website. I know I'm always bitching about it. Guys, I'm new to this. I don't have the money to just pay someone to do all this for me. So literally every single teensy tiny thing you see on my website, I put it there. I created it through Wix. I built everything. I've not paid anyone to help me with anything. I've done everything from scratch. And with that being said, you can sign up for firearms classes and medical classes, in-person classes on my website. I'm going to have to remove from my website my firearms training classes because it has cost me a lot of money. I'm still going to do firearms classes. I'm still going to do them. I repeat, I'm not stopping firearms training. I just can't have it on my website because it has cost me so much. I have been canceled by so many payment processing companies. It's not even funny. And I got canceled by a firm the other day. I got them approved, and then they withdrew from my stuff. So I just can't have the firearms training on the website. We do not live in a free nation, not completely free, apparently. What I do is not illegal. I am literally certified to do that, to train people in firearms. And I do it on my property. I have insurance, liability waivers. It is a very, very professional class if you ever come take it. It is probably like one you've not had. But anywho, it is costing me money to have that on the website. So that's going to be, for a while at least, it's going to be one of those things where word of mouth is how you're going to get training. And yeah, I know it sucks, but it is what it is. Because again, like when these payment processors cancel, that's a lot. Like Apple Pay, for instance. I'm a big Apple Pay dude, because when someone's got that, I can just hit that up. So not having easy payment methods is costing me money. I gotta fix it. It pisses me off I have to do that. Confiderum. Grunt Proof's out there in California, man. So we got a road trip out there, or fly. Tuck by V1. Good morning, brother. Hope you're doing well. Hope your coffee is strong. But yeah, guys, we gotta go out west to get the old Grunt Proof. Is that the one, Randall? Is that if you're still in here? Is that the one you were mentioning earlier? The May something. Is that the one? The unoccupied part. That is true. That is very true, because in normal, what we know, California, those things that you do would not be happening. Okay. All right, good deal. Yeah, I will start planning for that one immediately. Watching live. Sometimes she does. Which, speaking of which, I'm gonna go get some kids ready for school, guys. It is that time. So, hey, I can find. My phone may act weird because she called. I need another. I need a burner phone. She is not watching this morning, but she just got off work, so we're gonna catch her a break. All right, guys. I hope y'all have a good one. I'm gonna go get some kiddos ready for school. Have a good Friday the 13th. Let that coffee hit. Get your day going. Get shit done. I appreciate you guys coming in here, having some coffee with me. Really appreciate it. Appreciate the talk. It's been good. I will catch you guys Tuesday. I'll see you Tuesday on the Coffee and Chaos. So you guys have a good weekend. God bless.